Morning, everyone. I haven't even gotten. Wait, let me put this up. And welcome to another day here in Bronie's world. And at Bronie's desk, I have my beautiful, amazing friend all the way from Utah, Salt Lake City. I'm not sure where. I think you're in Salt
Yes.
Lake City.
Yep. We're very close to Salt Lake.
I'm so used to saying Colorado where Ben. My beautiful friend Annelise Brown, who, oh, I tell you what, I love this lady. I first met her in person 6 years ago in January 2020, before the
Mm,
craziness all hit. And
right.
I just had come into this company. And so I had no idea who she was, but I was so excited to meet someone shorter than me and who has a love for helping others and a love for the Lord, and just, we just clicked right away. And it's so easy to click with Annalise because she has a heart of gold, and that's what I love. And that's what we try to do here at Bonnie's Desk, is help you to understand there are a few of us that are just so willing to get out there and give you the help you need as best we can, or to encourage you to live younger longer, to have a healthier life and lifestyle and so many things. But we have, and because of that, our company actually brings down some international speakers, and they've started doing it more often now. Couldn't do it for a while, obviously, but they're doing it now every 3 to 4 months. So usually 2 or 3 times, about 3 times a year at least. And I am happy to say that in June we have another event. We have a few events in New Zealand and Australia happening. And the beautiful Annalise is one of our guest speakers coming down. So I'm so excited to see you again, Annalise, because it's been too long, 6 years. I mean, in person.
I know. I haven't really thought about that, but that was really the last time I was down that way and the only time I've ever been to Australia. So,
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
and your
And it was a
husband comes
quick
every other
trip.
time.
I know. So now it's my turn and he gets to stay home. So I'm so excited and I'm just amazed. I can't believe, I mean, you've been doing your calls for how many years now? Five, six
Three.
years?
Oh,
Three?
I've been doing a daily tip since the
Yes.
6 years.
Since like 2020, right?
Yes.
Which is just
The
amazing.
day
And then
we
you're
went
doing,
into lockdown here in Australia, which was 24th of March 2000, 2020.
mhm,
Yes. But I
it's amazing.
started these shows, you know,
3 years ago.
3 years ago, these
It's
particular shows.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that you put so much effort into helping bring um, just information and encouragement to people out there. So thank you for what you're doing. It's amazing, and it's hard work to, as we talked about earlier. It's hard work to keep that going and to keep it relevant. And so thank you. I think that's awesome. And yes, I am so excited to come. It's going to be such. I was. Telling Bronwyn it's going to be a different feeling from what you guys are used to. I mean, Sean's a lot of fun, but
Not as much fun
we're
as you.
I don't, yeah, I think we're going to rival his funness because you're going to get three super energetic people. Sean's yelling at me in the background. He's
You just
offended.
heard that, did it? Well, it's we love you,
Yeah.
Sean, but the dual fuel. You should both be coming. That's what should.
I know that would be fun. One of these days we'll do that. But I'm really excited to be traveling with Cheryl and Sanjeev. And if any of you have like ever met them or even seen videos of them, those two, I think I'm a pretty energetic person, but those two are like multiplied by 10. You can feel their energy through the screen. It is unbelievable. And they're both just such a wealth of knowledge. Both of them have been around since the beginning of longevity and just have so much experience and just so much knowledge. And I'm really excited that I get to present with them. We're going to be talking about a lot of the new products and training on those. We're going to be sampling some of the new spices and food products that we're coming out with. And it's just going to be a fantastic event. There's going to be lots of time for questions and answers. And really, we just want to connect with everyone there. It's been a long time, for me, like I said, and I know Cheryl. I think Cheryl came in that
She came
February
last time. I met her for the
tour.
first time in person. I can't
So
believe it.
I know. So
My
that's
heart is
so
still very
fun.
full.
Oh, I'm so glad. I am so glad. Well, you're going to get a little more Cheryl Morley, so that's going to be fun. She's just fantastic, and I just think it's going to be a great value for everyone. That's our goal, is to make it a great value for you. I know, with gas prices and all of that, it's going to be a big sacrifice for a lot of people to try and make it to those events, and we understand that. So we really want to do our very best to give you the best value. We're going to bring products to sample and to sell, and it's just going to be action-packed events. So hopefully everyone's planning on it. I can run through the dates with you if you want. We've got, so we arrive in Auckland. And we'll have our meeting in Auckland on Saturday the 13th. Then we fly to Christchurch, and we'll do a meeting in Christchurch on Sunday, June 14th. And then we head to Brisbane, and we'll do our meeting there on Tuesday, June 16th.
At the Gold
Um,
Coast. At the Gold
yes,
Coast.
yes. And I'm super excited. That's right. We are going to go out to the Gold Coast, and we get to spend an extra day there, which I'm very excited about. I've heard it's so beautiful there. So we'll do that. And then Friday we head to Melbourne, and we'll do the presentation there on Saturday the 20th. And then we fly to Sydney, and we'll do our final meeting there on Sunday the 21st. And then Joanne is going to go on to Perth, and she's going to do a meeting there, but we're going to like Zoom in live for that meeting, just because we will have already been there for 2 weeks, and going out to Perth is a long haul. So
It
not
is.
that we don't love you in Perth, because we do, but we will still give you the same great information. It'll just be through Zoom. So that is the plan of events. And it's going to be really exciting. I'm just really looking forward to it. So start thinking of all your questions and all the things. I mean, Sanjeev is like a gold mine for product questions. And so if you have a lot of product questions, he's so good and so passionate about all of the products, especially a lot of the ones that he's helped formulate, some of these newer products he's really passionate about. So I'm excited to hear about your experiences and your testimonials with these newer products, and just, answer any questions that you have. So that's exciting. So yeah.
Well, I was surprised. Being one of the leadership team, I get a little bit of a heads up with things. And I was surprised to see on there the Sunset Gourmet and Easy Ease we've got.
Hmm.
I didn't know we were going to get the Sunset Gourmet stuff down under as well.
Well, that's the plan. I mean, it still has to happen. And you know how those things roll with all the customs and sometimes it's an ordeal getting stuff in, but that's our goal, is to get some stuff down there for you. So yeah. So
But they're
hopefully,
the sort of
fingers
things that
crossed,
you're bringing.
it all goes. What's that?
They're the sort of things that you're bringing to share with us. The Sunset Gourmet
Yes.
stuff as well.
That's the goal. I want to bring a bunch of the new product line with me and actually have everyone sample it while we're there. We just have to make sure we're covered for, bringing it into the country, because I want you to be able to not only sample it, but sell it. So, and use
Yeah,
it.
that's
So,
true.
yeah.
Oh well.
But
So
we will
we
also have
so we
some new
won't
Easy
need
Eats
lunch that
products.
day. We will just have these instead.
Yes, yes. Well, that we've done that before, and it's pretty fun to just like do that much food sampling. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure what that way. I might need some help from local distributors to help us prepare that. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, so it should be fun.
Karen, that's your job. She's there now with her
When you're bringing
with
stuff
her.
from customs,
Hi,
just
Annelise.
no
Hi,
hammy stuff in there and
Hang
no
on a
meat
minute.
stuff.
Hang on a minute. Karen and Kevin, I'm going to bring you on both on screen. Kevin, can you put your camera on?
I didn't do my hair.
Well, you got it all cut off.
I've done mine.
I'm getting the
This
heat
is
right.
Annelise, and
Long,
this is our
long, it's been very long.
this is our
Hey.
Gold Coast.
You see, this is the Gold Coast group there at Karen's place.
Oh, good. That's so fun.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to come there. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to seeing you. So yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So do you guys have any questions while you've got the mic? Karen?
Any questions,
Not for me, and Karen maybe.
Kevin? I mean, anybody got a question? We'll save them for the day.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, start saving them
That
up.
was my thinking. That was my
Hey.
thinking. So, Annalise, I'm not going to join you in Auckland. I'm going to flick over the ditch and join you on the Gold Coast.
Oh, perfect. Okay, well, as long as we get to see you, we'll be happy. So wherever that may be.
We love it when Kevin comes over to the Gold Coast. So, but I have to travel either way. It doesn't matter which event I try and go to, I have to travel.
Yeah, which one's the closest to you, Bronwyn?
Well, look, we're actually kind of halfway between Sydney and the Gold Coast, but I always go up to the Gold Coast because I have grandchildren there.
Oh, that's so fun.
So yeah, I get to see my son and daughter-in-law and the grandkids and stay with them. And it's always a flying visit though, because of responsibilities back home. That
Yeah.
and it's actually easier to get to the Gold Coast from my place because it's a straight drive up the highway.
Nice.
Than it is to go through Sydney.
Yeah.
Sydney, it's because the event's always the other side of Sydney, and it can be a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, traffic and ugh.
Yeah. Well, not so bad on a Sunday, but it's still, you know, I don't like Sydney.
Well, and seeing family is the best draw. So
yeah, that's true.
I would go to Gold Coast too if I were you.
Well, it's all usually nicer up there too. So
yeah.
But,
Are you going to, Annalise, are you going to do any recognitions while you're over here?
Yes, anything, like we always try to bring stuff we've saved up, you know, if it hasn't been shipped over, we'll do some recognition for sure. We just have a lot of awesome participants out there. So
perhaps you should have a meeting with the one stars before you come over, just so we can identify good people.
yes, I would love that. We should add, that's a great suggestion. I'll do that. We'll put that together. I'm gonna make a note of it right now.
anyways, but guys, I know this is an unusual Tuesday call, and I might need Annalise's help on this. I'm trying to get Sanjeeves to be one of my speakers. He has promised, but trying to line him up is like
he is like, it's like herding a chicken with Sanjeev. So he is like all over the place. Yeah. But I might see him next week so I can ask him.
Yes, what's the second week of May would be great.
Okay.
That's when I need a speaker, and it's that little bit closer to the event
as right, where he can help promote that. So that'll be great. I'll ask him.
Because we don't want just people who are already in the company. We want people who are just curious, even just curious to come along and see what we're all about, and who are interested in holistic health. I've started actually here locally doing an event every Thursday evening, trying to help people. Great. Yeah. Then it's just an hour long. I only do it for an hour, and because I don't want it to be drawn out, I just do a small presentation, mostly Q&A, and have people do the health evaluation.
That's so great. That's such a good idea. Just a simple, consistent. I think that's fantastic, Bronwyn.
Yeah, and Thursday night it works best for me. But I think I've always found in the past that Thursday night seems to be a good night for most people.
Yeah, I think middle of the week, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, those are always my best nights to actually do something. The rest of the time is crazy town, but
Yes.
That
Anyway, so
those
that's what
nights are good.
that's what I just started doing just before Easter. I obviously didn't do it the week of Easter because I was I was down in Newcastle looking after
Oh,
my almost 2-year-old grandson while our daughter went and had her second baby.
oh my gosh, that's so great.
So I now have another beautiful, or we now have another beautiful granddaughter.
Oh, congratulations. That's amazing. I'm jealous. I need a baby.
Oh, look, she's so adorable. And you want to know, look, I couldn't say anything last week publicly because it wasn't public knowledge then, but her name is Bonnie Ayla.
Cute.
And she's the dearest, cutest little thing.
Oh, that's so fun. There's nothing better than that, I tell you.
And I love the fact that we only have one daughter, and her son and daughter are both our youngest grandson and youngest granddaughter.
Oh, they are.
And she's our youngest child, biological child.
Oh,
So I
that's
think that's really
amazing.
sweet.
That is so sweet.
Mm,
Congratulations, Bronwyn. That's wonderful.
thank you. Anyway, so I was having she's our Easter bunny. She's our Easter surprise.
Oh, yeah, that's the best Easter present you can get.
Well, it is. So anyway,
We're really looking forward to that phase of life when our boys start, giving us some grandkids.
well they gotta get the girls first.
I know. That's the tricky part. They're working on it. They're working on it. So,
Oh dear. But anyway, so look, it's nothing more wonderful than to be able to actually build this business, keeping yourself healthy, because I can tell you, with all my health issues I've had over the years, and finally getting the answers from Doc and turning my health around, I couldn't have done that. I couldn't be there for my little grandchildren, even the ones on the Gold Coast. Their eldest
yeah.
is turning 10 next Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know our eldest grandson is actually 21 in October?
Wow.
So
That's quite the spread of grandchildren age-wise.
it is. Well, anyway, it is a bit of a spread, and then the next lot are all closer together. But anyway, that's beside the point. My point is, the fact is, I was so crippled with fibromyalgia and other things that there were days I couldn't even get out of bed. And that, I just run around after them all the time. We have one that's here most of the time, that's with us most of the time. She's here at the moment, and she's 14 and a half months. So sort of kind of, Sean's met her. She had to come to the Gold Coast for this last time. So Sean got to meet her. She was only just starting to walk then.
Oh, fun.
And anyway, but this is what I love about what we do, is being able to help, people in my age group in particular who would otherwise not be able to, get around and help others. Does that make any sense? Because that's what living younger longer is all about, is enjoying life and enjoying your kids and your grandkids, and if you don't have kids and grandkids, well, just being able to just get out and enjoy life altogether.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
Sean can come around in front of the camera too. He doesn't have to hide.
No, where he went? It's left. We have some people that just came over, and my dogs are going crazy. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
That's okay. And talking about that, Annelise, what other snippets do you have that you can share for us to entice people to be there on the day?
Well, like I said, we're going to be training, some of the new products. We're going to be sampling a lot of the new products that we're coming out with. There may be a new one. I'm I'm not positive on that, but there may be something special that we'll be able to to introduce to you guys at that point as well. So, yeah. And then really it's just, I'm most excited for you guys to get to meet Sanjeev and just to glean from his knowledge and be able to, ask all of those questions. He's just fantastic. So, and just a
Can you
wealth
give us
of
a little bit of background
information.
on Sanjeev's?
Well, Sanjeev has been with the company since he was a young pup. It's been since the beginning, really. I think he was part of things in the very early days and has always been close to Steve and Michelle and Doc. He's been on their board, their advisory board for many years. He's helped side by side with Steve develop a lot of the products. He just has a passion for products and for health and wellness. He's like been a personal trainer and he's very fit and very healthy himself. And has just done, he loves to research. He loves to research ingredients and different products and is just really, really good at that kind of a thing. So, oh, hold on. I got a weird call coming through here. Are we still good?
Yes, we're still
Sorry.
good.
Okay, sorry. um, anyway, and so yeah, so I think he's most known for just his ingredient knowledge and the product information that he is able to share. So yeah, I think
He,
that's going to be a
I
special
see.
treat.
I see he's got his own line of products as well. So he's developed that since he's been with Longevity.
Yeah, so over the last several years, he's got like a separate product line it's a small product line that he developed years ago that sells in a different category. He sells through like stretch labs and fitness centers and things like that. Um, but
But it
yeah, that's something
seems to be more on a professional level, doesn't it?
for that product
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
I mean, I think it's equal to the products that Longevity has for sure. It's just he just uses a different line of distribution for that particular product line. So, we have a lot of actually very similar products to his line as well. So,
Okay.
so yeah. Yeah, so you guys will learn a lot from him. And he's so energetic. It's unbelievable. Like you guys are not gonna
So you
like
won't be going
feel
to sleep.
tired at these meetings at all between
Yeah.
Cheryl and Sanjeev and me,
I
and then
know,
Cheryl.
I know the focus is on the GLP and the New Hope,
Hmm.
and his knowledge in that's going to be very superior. But I hope there's
Hmm.
more than that, pun intended. I hope there's more than that because they have thrashed that now for the last every time they've come down. Sanjeev gives us an opportunity to open new doors and to have a really good Q&A. So please allow a bigger time for Q&A
Oh
rather than
yeah.
just focusing on those main products.
Yep. Our goal is for 25% of that meeting to be Q&A.
Yeah, but
Oh,
So,
it
that'd
could
and
be
be
if you
good time, it could
have
be hard.
if you have specific products that you want Sanjeev to talk about, feel free to message Joanne and or myself, and we can definitely like tweak things, and I can have him, just come prepared to share some of those things because I know you guys have heard about. We are going to present on the GLP and the Hope and the 3.0 and all things that you've already heard about. But again,
3.0. Are we maybe getting that? Because we don't have that down under.
oh, you don't?
Yeah,
Oh,
No.
and he won't talk about the 3.0 because there's no point because we won't get it for some
no,
time yet. But
I
certainly
may
you're
have
right. The
misspoke on
products that are
that.
very unique to our market and very unique to longevity rather than the open market. The formulation behind the microbiome, for instance, an unbelievable product. We'd love to know more about the I-26 because that has a really great story behind it.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine in its whole. Richard Renton obviously has been our go-to down here for quite some time now. He has been our science down below.
Hmm.
But Sanjeev just brings a whole new aura, a new excitement to
Yeah.
things as the way he talks.
Yeah, absolutely. And just he's really got a gift, I feel like, for explaining, different ingredients and how they impact your body. And I feel like he does a really good job of explaining things in a way that it's easy to understand. And
Correct. Layman's term.
it's not too technical. Like he's really good at helping us with the application of it and understanding, why it's important. So,
And
yeah,
I think that again, that's what makes longevity set aside, is because Dr. Wallach has taught us to be simplistic, because our system is simplistic,
yep,
you know.
yeah,
And
it
everybody
is.
gets too high tech. Oh, wow, we got such a product and go so deep into your cells. It's going to do this, and it's going to break into the. We just don't go down that road. We keep
Yeah,
things very simplistic, and I really like that because
I
people.
love that. Just give your body the basics, give your body what it needs, and
And it'll do
yeah,
the rest.
it will do the
Yeah.
rest. Let it do its thing. Yeah.
As I heard someone say, and I'm not 100% sure who I heard say it, but other than Doc, he always says it. But we don't heal people. You don't heal yourself. Your body does the healing.
Mm.
But it's our responsibility to give our body what it needs to do its job.
Right, right. I love the analogy of like making sure that you give your car what it needs. Your car needs fuel, it needs oil, it needs maintenance. And if you don't give it those things, it's not going to function, right?
No,
The engine's going to
exactly
blow
right.
up and you're going to have issues, you know what I mean? And so I feel like it's just our body maintenance. And we
Yeah,
used to be able to get it with, back in the olden days with the food, and we're just not getting it through our food anymore.
yeah.
So
The
yeah.
soil's been replenished since the 60s and 70s. They were talking about it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So I'm grateful. I'm super grateful for the products. I can't even go a day without. I'm addicted.
well,
And just on
it's interesting when you miss something and whoa, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely. You feel it for sure.
Sorry, Kevin, didn't mean to interrupt.
just keeping things flowing, rather than go around in circles here. Cheryl Morley, is she going to be focusing on the longevity aspect or the healthy coach aspect for when she runs
So
around?
she will focus 100% on longevity. We're not going to talk about health coaching this time. She's going to, be focused on 90 for life. She's going to answer a lot of questions. She'll probably talk a little bit about the health survey if people want to use that or try that or learn more about that. Because that's a really been an effective tool we have found for people to help introduce longevity products and help people kind of get in the door with that. So she'll talk about that. I know she's got some other things she's planning to talk about, but yeah, the health coaching program won't be part of her presentation this time. It's going to be all longevity focused. So she's the 90 for life. She's our 90 for lifer. She's all about those products. And so I think that will be her focus. So. And again,
No.
if there are specific things you want to hear from any of us, please let us know. And we're so happy to, because we want you to get value out of these meetings, and we want you to have the information that you want and that you think you guys need to hear. So
Oh, we just need somebody who communicates well with us down here. We actually don't have that. Joanne's really great and she does a great job running the office, but she has zero marketing skills or networking skills, so there's no communication to us all. So hence these questions with you will probably hassle you more than will hassle Joanne. Joanne does a great job. She puts a great tour together, and yeah, she's very good. But communication is not one of those strong points.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, send us those questions, and just make sure that you're plugged in. Hopefully you guys will all join the mid-month call tomorrow. Well, I guess it's in the middle of the
We'll
night
we'll
for you
we'll,
guys.
we'll, we'll probably
Probably
watch
have
the replay.
watch the replay. There you
The New
go.
Zealanders might get a chance to be having
Yeah. I
And
know that's
just
early.
and also on these calls, we just need to remember we're an international company, not an American company.
Absolutely. I know that's sometimes a miss for longevity, and we're working on shifting that culture to be more internationally minded. It's been kind of a challenge, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It is definitely on the radar, and we're working towards that. So
All a
I
learning
guess the
step,
biggest challenge is all the different uh, laws and rules for product lines and stuff coming into each of the
yeah.
different countries.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably the biggest challenge.
Looking forward to it. Looking
Yes,
forward. As
I
I
know.
said, I'm going to fly over to the Gold Coast and we'll do something there. I think there might be something also separate with Cheryl Morley for our coaches over here, because we've got quite a lot of coaches over here, health coaches over here now. It's going quite well,
Mm-hmm.
and I certainly see
Yeah.
it as the catalyst of growing our longevity business, is to grow that awareness.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, and if you're interested in some of that, like if you have a large group of health coaches that are attending, these events, like I think it's absolutely, we can talk to Cheryl about, you can even do like a special, side meeting just for you guys, if you want
I think
more
that's already on the
of that.
cards with Cheryl. Yeah, yeah, we're already looking at that with
Okay.
Cheryl. That's a great idea, because
Oh, perfect.
yeah, and that's because we need to keep the two separate, and I think we need to identify the people who have done the coaching course on a slightly side note, and treat them a little bit
Yeah.
more special because they've made a big effort to be part of our journey.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I know Cheryl would absolutely love to do that and would support that. So yeah. And if you're
And
coming to the,
it is a great course, and it sort of helps to open your eyes to how and why these products work,
yeah,
and why we have
absolutely.
so many, because what works for one person may not work for another because of the makeup of their body, because we're
I
all
don't think we
different.
do enough promotion of it as a course. We promote the course indirectly, but I don't think we do enough promotion of that course. And the new
Mhm.
way of marketing today, the old Tupperware marketing styles out the window. We just don't do that
Yeah.
anymore. So, this is a really great way, a new style of just getting punters, really.
Yes. Agreed. I agree. It's a really powerful tool for sure. And in so many different like directions, So yeah, so I'll talk to Cheryl about that and we can absolutely, where do you think is the biggest group of health coaches?
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast. That's perfect because we actually have a little extra time there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we should look at doing that for sure. An extra little side meeting for health coaches.
Yeah.
Cheryl will be all over that.
Oh, she'll love that. She'll love that. She's
Yeah.
great for that.
And I
Mm-hmm.
guess because our events, sort of in the day as well. Well, I suppose they're all in the day, aren't they? But
There's a few days up our sleeve. I think we might be looking at maybe the night before doing something, because you guys
Mm-hmm.
arrive early, and there's a couple of days after. So yeah, there's plenty of room. It's just a matter of penciling it in or locking it in,
Yeah.
as they would say.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll call Cheryl tomorrow and we'll talk about that. And I'll talk to Joanne and see if we can just like figure out a time to do that. Even if we, do it after the meeting or, take a break and come back and do that. I want to make it easy for everyone so they don't have to, stay an extra night or anything like that. Um, but yeah, I definitely think we can work that in.
It also makes it part of a bigger event as well if you do snuggle it into the same time frame.
Yeah.
We've got our own event rather than just a talk.
A quick meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because
That
that's
makes
what's
sense.
missing
It
now.
does. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
And I'd also like to talk more about going forward to doing an event. It's probably somewhere in the not the Gold Coast, maybe more up north, a resorty type of thing. Of course, I don't like this hormone one you do over there because I find it quite sexist. But so if we do a hormone one over here, then it'll be a male and female. And of course, then
Hmm.
we'll have break-offs. Ladies going to learn more about the intricacies of their part. The men can go and learn more about their part. And then we come back
Hmm.
together to talk to common, because remember, most of our healing's all common. Doesn't matter whether you're a male or a female. It's only those
Right.
small sections that we can break away. So that's what I'd like to focus on. So I'd like maybe a bit of a talk while we're over there of going forward, how we can build this.
Okay. Wonderful.
Michelle's given us a task to build it. If we build it, she'll do it.
Yeah. And
yeah,
she will. So that's great.
Okay.
yeah. Because
Okay.
I've been actually talking about wanting to do a health summit type thing, retreat for a
Hmm.
while now. And
Oh, that would be so fun.
Cheryl said she'd come over for it, but
Oh,
we
she
haven't
will.
had a
She
chance. We
will.
haven't had a chance. I said, great. So when I heard you were coming back over in June, I reached out. I said, we need to do this for you. But
Yes.
it's there was, like I said, we've had a few things go a little pear-shaped, but that's life. But we should
Yeah.
do that. That's, like Kevin said,
Oh, that would be
not just
amazing. Cheryl,
ladies,
a
not just
retreat?
men,
Yes.
but yeah, but over like a week, a bit of a weekend sort of thing, and preferably
Mhm.
not in school holidays, because then people want to be away with their families.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. We'd have to coordinate when the best time would be for that to get the, most amount of people to be able to come. So, but I love that idea. I think
But
that's great.
learning also, like learning. In fact, it was when I had Cheryl on my call in the January before they came over, and we talked about it. But learning also, because this is what I find a lot of people struggle with, is the food. And if we don't get rid of those bad foods or the don'ts of foods, then everything else is not going to work quite as well. And so I
That
think
is
it would be
true.
really good to marry in with it, showing people how they can prepare their foods
In a healthier
holistically,
way.
in a healthy
Yes.
way, sort of why we don't use the oils and why we don't have peanuts and sort of thing. But
Yeah.
Are we going to sample some of these new stuff?
Yes, I'm going to bring samples. Yes.
So you'll because these are bases for other things to be made. Are we going to get Joanne to make some dishes up for us?
Yes. Well, that's what I was telling Bronwyn. I'm like, we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get this food prepared, but hopefully we'll make it work. But our plan is to I want to bring a bunch of this new spring line that we're launching down. And we've got some really yummy, meal mix, like easy eats meal mixes, basically. So it's like you know, just really easy meals where you just add the packet
you're
in
trying
and mix
not
it
to
in with.
tell us things, aren't you?
I know, I know.
Is,
Okay,
is
I'm
it
going
is
to
it
tell
is
you.
it is it possible to ship a small package of that to the Gold Coast so we can, rather than having to go via Auckland then tiki tour around and to you, can you just ship a sample pack to the Gold Coast, especially if there's anything that needs to be made up, because then our team can
Yeah.
make some dishes up.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yes, that was kind of our goal. In fact, I talked to Joanne about that. And so we just need to get a list of things together. And it's really going to depend on, the shipments of when we get that product in, if we have time to ship it down there, because some of that's not launching until the beginning of June. So, but whatever we
So
can ship
yes,
ahead of
so
time, we'd
beginning,
like to.
if you launched at the beginning of June, we ship stuff, takes us about a week, anywhere between 4 days to a week to get stuff shipped from the States to here or to
Oh, that's
Australia.
not bad. That's
So
not bad at all.
yeah. So
Well, and since we won't get there until, mid-month, we probably could make that work. So
yeah.
that would be
Okay, we'll we'll,
wonderful.
we'll
If you
send
guys are
we'll send
willing
you
to
a
help,
yeah,
that's
we'll
great.
send you an Australian address so you can send something too.
Okay,
And yeah,
perfect.
we'll go from there and we'll just keep talking because I really want to build this up as a another good event like we did with the Wallachs. That was so
Yeah.
exciting. And with you and
Yes.
Sanjeev, I think Sanjeev's obviously going to be the crown on our cap, and you're the
Yes.
princess of our cap. So it's going to be a lovely duo event, and we're looking forward to it. We really, really are.
Well, thank you. I am
Three
too. It's going to be
musketeers we
wonderful.
will have.
Yes. And I appreciate that you guys are, putting so much thought and effort into trying to make it successful. So again, just stay in contact with me. Let's keep talking about it. If things pop into your head that you feel like would be valuable for us to add, let me know. Like, just keep it coming, and we'll tailor these meetings to be what you guys need them to be.
Yeah,
So
and maybe you come back on again one of our shows before the event just to keep this live and fresh and keep the momentum going.
yes, yeah, for sure. Maybe we can get Cheryl and Sanjeev to join me on
Well,
one.
Now
Maybe
that would be
that one in
awesome.
yeah,
June.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you
the
go. It'll be a
the second one
prequel
in.
to your Perth event
Yes.
because all three of you have to come together then on Zoom so you can broadcast to Perth.
Yes.
Well, will we aim for the second week in May?
I will be well, let me think here. That might work for me. I'm going up to Canada. I just have to look at the calendar. Let's talk about it.
I'm just trying to think what it'll be, the second Monday in
Who
May.
has your first week in June? I feel like that might be the best.
Oh, that's right. I can move. Lisa will happily move.
Yeah, we could flip flop with someone because that would probably be the most effective, like right before we head out there. If
How's
we,
that sound to
we
you,
could do the
Kevin and
first
Karen?
or the second week in June, really.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The first
Well,
would
we want people
probably
to
be
have time to plan. Yeah. So anyway.
Kevin,
Yeah,
your
not
thoughts?
too late. Not too late. Somewhere in the between. Okay,
Yeah.
leave it to you guys. Great talking today. I have to go.
All
I gotta
right.
go.
You as well. Thank you all.
Okay.
Well, okay, well, we'll leave it there. And as I ask you nicely here in Bronie's world, to stay safe, stay informed, be empowered, but do not live in fear, my friends. And look, do everything you can to get to our events in June. They are going to be magic. If you are not in our company, you're welcome. In fact, we welcome you with open arms. Come along. If you're curious, come along. Reach out to myself, to Kevin, to Karen, Grant, to Yvonne, anyone who's on this call or shares this recording with you. Just reach out to them. We will happily give you the link to get your tickets for that. It's free. And then you do all that, then you too, my friends, will be powerful, beautiful, brilliant, and most definitely very brave. God bless you all. Catch you again tomorrow here in Bronie's World. And thank you, Annelise, so much for everything you do for us. We absolutely adore you, and I'm looking forward to getting another hug from you. It's been 6
I know.
years,
I'm so
girl.
excited. So fun. Well, thank you, Bronie. You guys have a wonderful day.
We will. All the better for talking with you.
Aw, thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Thanks, Annalise.